3-0 team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Jakeem Grant now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
5-yard line.
Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding Harris over the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Deontay Harris. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the Bills' 32-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's coming like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And his first carry, he loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Now it's Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 18-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Bills 0.
On 1st down, Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Double up.
They run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to air one out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, That's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Breida. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a Miami
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. And I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
49.
On first down, here's Breida. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
running out of the gun here, Breida. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
24-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout
Miami Dolphins.
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
10-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That catch good for only a couple.
12-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On play action, Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Bills' first down.
Now Kamara muscles him off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And
man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Allen to throw. Off the play fake. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that's going to push him back half the distance. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down is Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
For that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Parker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
30-yard line.
This is Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's
that catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of
11 yards there. 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down.
Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. To throw, Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Allen to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on his spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 49 shot. 49. Here we go. 13.
Play action. Now Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shot!
Now Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
It's hot. 180. It's hot. Block 49. Yeah. They're running it. Switch. It's hot.
On the handoff, this is Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But it's going to be second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my gold yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse built to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the